Welcome to the S.A.D with your hosts, Drayton,
Austin,
Sam,
and special guest,
Cam.
oh,
Camera, my boy.
That's me.
Cameron.
call Cam.
Hell yeah, man. Excuse me? What'd you call me?
He's a camera.
Oh no,
Camera.
Oh,
boy.
Dude, don't fucking
He's
do that.
gained
How
sentience.
dare you?
he's the camera we used to record. Oh wait, we don't do live bits yet.
Oh.
Big oof.
What?
Thank you.
I said big oof.
Big oof.
Big oof.
Big oof.
All right, let's start this off. Cam, we all know that you like killing people.
I do. Yeah.
A mass
Just
murder.
straight up murder.
They call him
Massive
Killer
murder.
Cam for a reason.
Killer Cam. All right, what's your calling card?
My calling card. Oh boy. Calling card. Ooh. You know, leaving a used tissue in the scene always throws people off.
Used
Is it
in
like-
what way?
Yeah, used in what way? There's a different.
It's open to interpretation, man. It's
It's just
whatever.
sticky.
Yeah, it's just
That's
sticky.
all you need to know.
Sir, it's kind of crusty.
But
Ooh.
oddly, it's green, so I can't.
Could just be a multitude of colors. Could be, you know,
red
brown.
sometimes.
Could be red. Yeah.
Oh my
Never
god.
know. That's the thing. It's every murder is a different color, and that's the secret as to how I murdered them.
Oh.
I just wrote a movie right there. Did you hear that?
The
Write
tissue
that down, man.
Write that down. Write that
Hell
down.
I feel like the Tissue Man would not make a
The
great movie
tissue
title.
man.
It's
Oh
like
boy.
the Tissue Man.
Sometimes
Killer Cam is the tissue man.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah.
Austin, what's your calling card?
What's my calling card?
your
my
calling card?
My calling card would be I'd always cut it.
Oh no.
Better
This
be
is
good.
always-
You're already laughing.
This is always good. I love this moment when he starts laughing.
I just cut a hole in the wall that's perfectly mine.
You fucking Juji Ito yourself?
Yeah, so it's like,
An Austin-sized hole in the wall.
So it's like,
It's
wow.
like, wow, that hole's really small. What the fuck?
It's in the shape of a little boy.
Oh my god.
It just
Is that
literally
a child?
yeah, exactly. So it's like I'm small. And
I just imagine it's like an Oompa Loompa door. He's just like, ooh, oh no, the Oompa Loompa Kira strikes again.
I have to make sure I have enough time, though. You know, that's part of the problem. I have to kill them quick and be like, okay, I got an
You're
hour to
pre-
build this hole.
So that means
Bust out
you're
the fucking
premeditating
jigsaw.
it, like for months in advance. That means
yeah,
you're
I have to
planning.
get a person's schedule down and understand how long they're gonna
You have
be
to start
there.
building the
and who comes in
door.
and out and-
What if it's like a cement wall, dude? What do you do then?
Well, it's not a door. It's more of just I take like a chainsaw and like hole.
Oh, with the chainsaw.
Just like literally a
Damn.
hole.
But do you use the chainsaw to kill them, or is that
No.
too brutal?
No.
Okay, good. That's
No,
good.
typically it's just like in their sleep, just real delicate like.
Just slowly
His hands aren't
suffocate
strong
them.
enough to strangle really well, so you just have to
I have
put
to
his
use a
body weight
pillow.
on it.
Oh boy.
Drayton, what's your calling card?
So at every scene, there will be a broken table with their body going through it.
Boy.
I'll drop a people's elbow on them, and they'll find the exact elbow print every time.
Freaking powerbomb people to death. Jesus.
They just see the table, and they're like, "Oh no, it was him."
Dude, that'd be fucking terrifying. Could you imagine that, like, watching, like, security footage and you see this big fucking dude just picking up people and just body slam, like, fucking
Jesus.
suplex
Collectively,
city?
he only has to do it once, just and they're dead. And that's like his power.
Well,
Just-
it's not because I'm power. It's not the power bomb that kills them. It's me stabbing in the neck that kills them. But you know, it odds to an end.
Oh, yeah, I feel like we
okay,
missed
okay.
the
So you
detail
throw
there.
him
This is a
off.
post-death powerbomb.
it's a
Post-mortis.
corpse.
Oh Jesus.
And you're like-
Assert your fucking dominance.
You're like,
Fucking Brock Lesnar's, like, tracking you
Christ.
down because he only knows how to do the power bomb.
He's the best at German suplexes. It would have been Chris Benoit, but you know, since the accident,
Yeah, he kind of...
He's
You know what
dead now.
happened? You know what happened to Chris?
is he dead?
Do you even know?
I
Take
I
a
think I
guess
heard a
what
little
happened.
bit about something with his family and his wife.
yeah,
Ooh, that's a good one.
you're really yeah. It's like 90% of it.
I don't know the rest of it. It's a little fuzzy.
Oh,
I remember something about it
he
though.
just-
He
Want
just...
me to?
No, I
Can I
can do it. Yeah, he just straight up killed his wife and kids.
Are you serious?
Except one. His son.
Oh,
is
that's
still
right.
around.
His son. He left one son behind.
Oh,
He's
shit.
like, you must tell the others.
He's also a wrestler too.
Oh,
no.
He's like, tell them and make them fear
Jesus
me.
Christ.
He showed up at a WWE event. They put the camera on him for a long time. He looks just like his father.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
I think they went like,
I don't think we could ever hire
Dude,
him.
no, that's the twist. Fucking, he swapped bodies with this kid because he's like, you look like me.
Soul swap.
I'll kill you and my wife.
like the story behind why he did it's really fucking sad because
I can't
Wasn't it, like,
financially
steroid
support
related
you.
or
Time
something?
to put you out of your misery.
Oh boy.
it was his style of wrestling gave him fucking tons of concussions. So his brain was like
no.
the state of like a dementia-ridden old man with Alzheimer's.
Jesus
Oh, shit.
Christ.
So like he was just
Ooh.
really fucked in the head because of the way he wrestled, because he wrestled a really like hard style.
Right.
So a lot of his stuff involved him fucking hitting his head So in his own way, it's his fault, but it's really WWE's fault, or
Right.
F at the time, because of the standard that he was set to.
But that makes for some great TV. Maybe they knew what they were doing.
How did
Like the ratings are going up, boy.
No, they had to they choke him down. He's not allowed in the WWE anymore.
Yeah, you can't find any of his stuff.
They don't even allow
Wow.
like mention of him on the network.
It's completely.
So they don't even
gone.
get traffic from it. They're just like, we just want to wash our hands of this. We don't want any part of this anymore.
How did he kill him? Was it power bombs?
Yeah,
Is that
he-
too soon?
He hit the three amigos on all of them. I love the idea of him putting the crippler's cross face on his wife. He's like, tap.
Jesus.
Help, it's gonna kill me. No,
Tap, it hurts.
if you tap, it'll end. She's tapping, and he's like, I can't hear it. The ref isn't calling it.
Jesus.
He just thinks his life is a wrestling event,
Oh,
and
God.
he doesn't stop.
It's
How many more
never
people have
ending.
died that just like from his hands because he's like walking home and he's like boom and an old lady's like ah my groceries.
Like right in the fucking soft spot of their skull.
My favorite part is he never did any elbow drops. He did fucking diving headbutts.
Oh, that's
Diving
right.
That's why he like fucked up his head, and he did a lot of suplexes.
shit.
Funny enough, his safest move was the one that they pushed a lot, but he kept doing the dangerous moves over and over to try
we,
and get
like-
them over.
Can we like get like people like WWE wrestlers who have done that into a death match? Do you think people pay for that?
Yeah,
Like
there's already
watch
death
them, like-
matches, Austin. In
Well,
Japan.
no, hold up. Are you talking
Where they
like?
die?
No,
That's what I'm saying.
It's dead because they rigged the fucking ring with explosives. It's the fucking weirdest thing. It's like they just plant like boxes of fireworks along the ring, so they'll light the ring on fire. Then they'll every time they hit the ropes, the explosives will go off, and the ropes are barbed wire, and they have weapons inside.
This sounds
the
really
ring.
safe.
It's actually weirdly safe because it's weirdly safe because of they don't get next to the rings really that much. The fire is only like that high because they just use like fuel,
Okay.
and the barbed wire surprisingly doesn't dig into you as much as you think it would. Because if you look at people practicing the ring ropes just without a shirt on, there's a great picture of Randy Orton who's like, "Oh, I finally got back into the ring. Look what it did to me," and his back is just destroyed from the fucking ring ropes, the regular ones, because they're
Oof.
so taut. And it's
Nice.
like, oh,
That's good.
Damn.
And then the barbed wire has more give, which is weird. Which you think it would.
Right.
So it's actually a little safer in a weird way.
So why don't they just replace everything with barbed wire?
They tried that. It's called ECW, and it died really quick.
Didn't
Nah,
last
it
that
happens,
long.
you know.
I think my calling card would be I'd buy
Did
a
anybody
can.
ask, though?
Yeah. I'm just gonna.
Well, okay. What's your calling card?
All right. Thanks for asking.
No,
I think
no
I'd
worries.
buy a can of RC Cola and I'd dump it out on the body, but then I'd fill the can back up with piss.
I thought you were
Okay.
gonna say Coke.
And then just like walk.
Yeah, just walk away. So then, like, when the cops come, be like, "Oh, you had an RC can of cola, and you need to drink it, and then drink my piss, right?" So that's the fucking calling card.
I think
Then
they'd
you drink
smell
your
it.
pee
It would
No,
also
they
be
would-
warm.
Well, no, because
Ooh.
that's the beauty of RC Cola. You can't tell the difference, man.
between piss or
Is it really that
Like-
shitty?
They're like, we don't know.
This
We
is a
don't know.
flat RC Cola.
What the fuck
Yeah.
is this? Why is it?
It tastes a little better actually.
Yeah, like the cops try drinking it on the scene. Is that what you're saying? Like,
Yeah,
they
yeah,
come in-
because like they have to know. They're like, "Oh shit, is this it? Is this the fucking? Is this the guy? Is this the RC
I
Cola
think
guy?"
they would know after a while. It's like there's the same fucking can of RC
Right,
Cola.
but see, that's the thing.
But
So
then
as time
sometimes you'll
goes,
leave regular
yeah,
cans of
exactly.
RC Cola
So then I'll
to
just
fuck
then I
with
won't
them.
dump it out. I'll just piss on the
Could be the
corpse.
first murderer that has a sponsor too.
Exactly.
And then you can just
RC
pay
Cola
for all of your
love
needs.
that because they're like, no one talks about RC Cola.
Why
Finally,
don't more
someone's
people talk
using
about RC
us.
Cola?
Guys, we know what you're thinking. RC Cola, it's back.
Back and better than ever. It's not piss. Unlike that
No,
serial
it is
killer wants
piss.
you to believe.
Yeah, serial killer in Wisconsin.
You know what? That makes me think. Well, that's pretty common. Anyways,
Serial killers in Wisconsin?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
We
Yeah,
only have
speaking
three.
of that, one
We
of them
only have three.
murdered my family members.
Oh wow.
Was
Are you
it?
serious?
Yeah, I'm dead serious. This is a
Oh,
real
that's
thing.
right. It's Dahmer.
Dahmer.
Yeah,
It
Dahmer.
was fucking Jeffrey Dahmer. Or I think it was either Jeffrey Dahmer or the other really famous one.
No, it was Dahmer because I remember we looked it up.
Oh yeah, and it was it was my great grandma's sister or my grandma's
Brother.
brother
was a
and
dude.
sister. It was both,
Oh, okay.
and one got away, the other one didn't. I learned about this about 6 years ago, and I was fucking petrified. And I'm like, oh, that's kind of horrific, and this isn't a joke or anything. But then I found out my dad's my stepfather's room that he lived in for a long time when he moved to Wisconsin
Uh-oh.
was the fucking date of Ed Gein's arrest or something like that.
Oh my gosh.
Shit.
So if it links too close together, so that leaves me very worried for the future.
But with
Damn,
Ed
dude.
Gein, he only killed 2 people. He was a grave robber.
Yeah.
But
He killed 2, but then he made horrific shit out of people's flesh.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
his whole thing.
So it was supposed
yeah,
that
yeah.
when he was younger, he killed his brother because there was the house got caught on fire and they went out in the cornfield, and like the brother, Ed was like beat over the head with fucking a Bible basically. So he was just big religious nut because of his mom.
Yeah.
And his brother started like, oh, what the fuck did she do? Why'd she do this? Why'd she do it? And he just fucking killed his little brother all in
Nice.
the cornfield.
That's pretty solid.
And then when he got older, he killed a gas attendant, I think.
Yeah, it was someone
It's probably in
like
self-defense.
you never no. Yeah, he followed her in the night, snuck into her hotel room, and she tried to fight back. It was self-defense.
It was though at that point.
And then with all these like Netflix
Oh God.
like premieres and all these series with like these serial killers too, I've like gone on like super deep dives of research on like just these serial killers.
Hell
Yeah.
yeah.
And like just seeing like looking at some of the stuff that even Dahmer has done.
Well, it's like
That's
have you
fucked
It's
seen the
screwed.
have you
the
seen the
F up.
documentary about Eileen Wuornos,
I haven't
the
seen that one.
first female serial killer in the United States? It's a fever dream to watch.
Wait,
oh
is-
wow, his back's effed up.
So
that-
here,
What the hell is that?
pass this down, Austin.
That's the
So this is Randy Orton's back after running the ropes. Like I said,
Oh,
his
okay.
back is
just
really
Google a
fucked.
picture.
It's really fucked after like
Yeah,
running
we
the
got a
ropes.
picture for all audio.
Yeah, but we're still speaking over it. So yeah,
Ow.
yeah, it doesn't look great, does it? It looks really
amazing.
fucking bad.
Eileen
Nice
Wuornos. It's crazy watching the documentary.
was that
a fever dream?
Was that the Evil Genius one?
No,
No.
she was
Oh.
just a
That
crazy.
one, no?
I believe
That
her,
one's good.
her
Yeah.
claim to fame was being the first female serial killer to be caught in the United States.
Yeah.
It's like a fever dream watching it because everybody involved is just crazy. Like it's like this town was like covered and carbon monoxide just leaked and everybody was
Yeah,
just crazy.
that's what it was. It was like a town-wide poisoning of carbon monoxide, and they just fucking basically went insane.
That's not true.
Is it not?
No, because that's what I think. That's what I feel when I watch it. But this is a normal town because it was like she was like, you know, first off, her lawyer was a guy named Dr. Legal who would literally like there's videos of him going to the like court cases with a bunch of blunts in his mouth and stuff. And it's just crazy. It's like what and like
Are
the
you sure there were blunts? Let's be honest here, because people rolled their own cigarettes back in the day.
it was weed because the documentarian even said like he would smoke a lot of pot before coming to the.
But
Dude, hell
before
yeah.
coming, not while there.
But you're still like high during the meeting.
Yeah,
But
that's
what you're
another.
saying
Yeah.
is that he showed up with like 4 blunts in his mouth. Like,
But he would on the way there while driving have them
okay.
in his mouth. He was like on the way, and it's just and
what
it's
a
like
role model.
and like the documentarian did one before she was convicted because she was ultimately put to death, and one that kind of explained a bit more, and then also after like during the conviction after her death and things, and apparently like the documentary was so recent that the guy. Like he had released it and he had seen Dr. Legal again after everything, who was still fighting for her.
Okay.
And like he was like, "F you, go away." And the guy's like, Dr. Legal, what's up? Like documentarian, and the guy was just like, "Leave, you ruined my career." It's like you're not a good.
You're not a
Like-
good person anyway. Like,
Yeah.
you weren't even that
And-
good in the first place. It's not ruining your career if you
And,
just like.
in this town, like everybody would go out into the woods and have sex with her. Like there were so many people who came forward
This
with
is
this.
why they went insane.
Yeah, because so many people would come forward with this idea, like, yeah, I had sex with her, and then, but the thing is, all of a sudden you get them in front of other people in the town, they'd be like, no, everybody would deny it, but almost everybody would come forward and be like, yeah, I'd go out in the woods and have sex with her, and then like, well, she said that when she tried to like approach you when you were in a group, you would throw things at her to get her away, and he's like, yeah, I do that. She's a
God,
crazy
I'm
bitch.
imagining
It's like,
they're just-
whoa, what?
I'm
Just throw
imagining
trash.
they're just tossing like unripe tomatoes at her. There's like, be gone, heathen. And they're
gone,
the
thought.
sinners.
But like then she's like, you know, my mom when she died when I was young, she didn't give a crap up until that point. And then it's like, now we went to interview her mother, who's still alive.
Uh-oh.
She just like
She's just a psycho then.
she's a psycho, and like everybody in the
everyone
town
else
was just
is
like a
psycho, too.
caricature. It's like it's such a drug, and even the documentarian is just
Where
weird.
did this take place?
I don't remember. I wanted to go to that town though and just like look around.
Probably fucking.
Why do you?
Florida.
Okay, so Cam, you don't know about this, but this guy right here, he fucking loves like abandoned areas and wanting to like
Yeah.
fuck with the cult.
Yeah, so not gonna give too much information. What's up?
The computer break.
No, it's trying to go to sleep.
Fargo, what the fuck, dude?
Also, this fucking mic stand also fell as soon as I moved like an inch.
Yeah, that's what it does. It's self-defense mechanism.
You know what? Fair.
I do want to film though in like a place like that. Like I've seen places around my parents' house where it's literally just a giant abandoned house, and I want to like do a film in there, but I'm afraid that it's gonna freaking fall on top of me.
No, I think that I would be down with going with you. So I don't want to like give away locations or anything, and I'm
Yeah.
gonna give very minimal details on this. But I live in a town with a pretty decent sized cult.
Really?
A very decent sized cult that apparently they want to go visit, and I'm like, fuck this, I'm not going
Yes.
with you.
Yeah,
guys.
we've actually like we've come up with plans on how to get onto the property to like overwatch it.
Yeah,
and things,
get
but
on the
we're not
property.
gonna-
Okay, break
we're
and
not
enter, and then fucking.
That's what I
have-
said.
Not
though.
breaking
That's
and
why-
entering.
that's-
We're
no,
not
no.
breaking anything. We're just waltzing on in, baby.
No, but I'm just saying, like, I'm not gonna f with it. I think that's too dangerous. As much as I'd want to, like, I really want to make a documentary about this place.
Do you know how big this cult is?
It's in multiple locations. It's more than just my town.
Yeah.
I know. I believe that they have a compound in New York where,
Yeah, because like I think the one by you, that's like the headquarters. I'm fairly certain.
yeah, that's kind of where everything kind of kicked off and
Yeah.
things. You know, they have a giant compound being built. It's really crazy. Like and like the land level keeps like oddly like I think it's
Rising.
like lowering or rising. Yeah, where it's very clear that they're building something under the ground.
Huh.
It's crazy. I mean, I'll talk to you more about it once
Yeah.
it's done because I don't want to like I don't want them to like hear. I don't even know if they're allowed to have technology, but I don't want them.
the Amish.
Yeah, they're just Amish.
Yeah,
They're
just
called.
building
They're
a
just Amish
commune.
people.
Yeah, I think they're the Amish.
Everyone thinks they're a cult. No, they're
Oh
just.
my
Amish
god, they
people.
don't use technology. They're freaking cult.
No, but the thing is, they made,
Kill 'em
videos,
now.
they made videos online, which I'll also show you, like basically being like the mayor of the town is the cult leader. We're not the cult leader. They're the cult leader. We're not making a
Yep.
compound. She's making a compound. We're not doing this. She's doing this. Like she doesn't have like we don't have special security guarding our main guy. She has special security guarding her. And like it's so damning because everything that they say she does is like stuff that they're actively doing, and they're saying no, it's not us. It's her. And that makes no sense.
But what if they're right though? What if it like comes out like
She's not the mayor anymore, so.
See,
She got fucking impeached.
she got caught, dude.
She got Donald Trumped.
Yeah. So what we were thinking, because
They
like,
put Nazi imagery over
if you-
her face. And
yo, yeah, it's right. They have to put like
fucking
Swazis next
fuck
to
you
her.
up.
yeah.
It's like you really get fucked up by this cult. They're like, I'm just gonna fuck with
So
them.
like, if you drive by the place, there's always one fucking car that just sits out there, and there's this fat white dude that just has a notebook on the dash, and you can tell he like writes on all the plates. But if you go south of the compound, there's like a field area, and we took the camera, went over there. There's no one there.
Yeah, we went on Google Maps and we noticed that there's just a chunk of land that'd be very easy to infiltrate.
There's like nothing. So what we do is we get a van, right? We go-
Okay, so I'm sorry to interrupt you. He fucking stared at me because here's the thing. Here's the fucking thing about this. They would immediately jump to me as being the one to fucking protect them.
Why do you?
He always says
no,
this.
I think we can. Well, the difference is
We come
the difference
armed.
is I'm a half-inch man.
Yeah, he's like he's a
I'm-
millimeter tall.
I'm a millimeter tall, so it's like difficult for me to defend myself. A bee comes by and I need someone to defend
he
me.
brings
and
a
Drayton's
gun to
bigger
fight
than me.
bees.
Yeah. So like,
We
okay.
don't have to do it with you, gosh. We could bring weapons.
But fine, you
mass
could be the
destruction.
wheelman. You could distract the guards out in the front gate if you want.
Hello, boys.
I just
Like,
power
wear, like,
bomb
a
the guards, I'll
crop top
distract
that
them.
shows awesome.
Just seduce them. Yeah, that's your way
You
out.
just
You
put
gotta
a leg
seduce
out.
them
And
by
they're
any
like-
means necessary.
They're like, ooh.
So like, okay, so on the back, so back of the field, there's a block out. We bring the white van, we park there, we get out, we dress up. So
But the thing is, someone else will be driving the van. So someone would leave, so it's not like so it's not
Right.
just a
I
van.
mean, I am a race car driver, so I can be there for
there
you
we
guys.
go.
Oh, really?
We got a
Yeah.
wheel man.
I've been racing since I was 12.
Oh wow,
What the fuck,
So I can
We're
be there
learning
for you.
things.
That's right.
dude? You're blowing up, man.
Yeah.
what a guy!
That's what I do.
And now that you've come here, you'll definitely blow up even more.
That's
You'll
it,
walk
man.
out the door and it'll just be bits everywhere.
We've
That's right.
actually planted C4 on your person. You're gonna
Yeah.
die as soon as you leave this
Is that
room.
so?
Yeah,
Alright,
that like that suspicious car or scar over your heart. There's a bomb in there.
Shit, man. Well,
Just be
it's been a
careful.
good ride, man. I must say. Like,
As long as you stay long enough, we'll disarm it.
all right.
stay
for that minute,
There's your motivation to come on this podcast. It's just you have to stay, otherwise you're gonna blow up.
yeah,
bomb in your heart.
Stay or
It's
else we
pretty
plant
solid.
C4 on you. We fucking explode you in broad daylight. We Chris Benoit you. Actually.
Oh shit.
Yeah. I'm gonna get acute brain damage and then murder you viciously.
Oh Jesus Christ! Powerbomb me through this damn table.
Oh, also, on the topic of serial killers, this is something I wanted to bring up. There was actually a guy who murdered a lot of people because of, I believe it was a Domino's or Pizza Hut ad. Do you know?
Oh yeah, you're talking about
Noid.
The
The Noid.
pizza-
He didn't kill anybody.
Oh.
No. The
Noid didn't kill anybody.
No.
The
I don't
Noid's
think,
not real.
so like
No, the Noid's real.
so like they had a mascot called like Avoid the Noid where he just
Yeah,
served
yeah.
pizza,
Yeah.
and there was a dude that was named like Tom Noid or something like that. Like his last name was
He
Noid.
caused a lot of havoc. He didn't kill anybody.
No, I think he did.
No, he didn't. Google it because if I remember correctly,
That's why they dropped the Noid
he totally
thing, though.
killed. He killed 2 people. But his whole thing was that he thought the ads were fucking with him. Like they were purposely fucking with him. Like they don't know who this fucking human being is.
Nice.
It just happens that his name happened to have been Noid.
Right.
But he was also very mentally unstable. If you couldn't tell,
Obviously.
he got really upset one day, and I think it was he robbed a Domino's because that was their mascot, and then he like started this huge police chase, ended up killing a couple people, and it ended with him asking for 2 large Domino's pizzas,
Oh my god.
a plane, and I think $200,000. You know what I think?
Side note: he didn't kill anybody.
That's
but
what I
he
thought.
did. But he did walk into.
A Domino's armed.
Yes, and he held hostages.
That's what it was.
And then he got hungry and asked them to make some pizza for him. And then while he was eating the pizza, he put the gun down so the people escaped.
Oh my
Yeah, that's what it
God.
was. Because I was about to say, like, you go to fucking Domino's for pizza? Why the fuck Domino's? There's so many better places. But then again, this was like the 80s, 60s?
Maybe they're at their
Maybe he was just like a
prime.
vlogger, just being like, "Hey guys, I have found a new way to get some free Domino's pizza."
Just bringing a 30 or 3
Just-
or
What gun did he have?
It was like the 80s, so it'd be like something readily available. So like a Magnum.
357 Magnum.
I didn't know it was Magnum. I was just making a fucking
That's
joke.
that's
Whoa.
a fucking handgun right
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, no, that would kill a
Damn,
man.
dude.
No shit.
What?
He said, that would kill a man. Yes, that's what guns do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what big guns do. Holy shit.
Dude, he was
357?
he felt like he was being made fun of. So what's the logical conclusion?
Well, yeah. Go rob
a
a
Domino.
Just rob a
Be
Domino.
upset
There you go.
and get some pizza.
rob the worst pizza place to get pizza.
Dude, what store would you rob?
What store would I rob?
Yeah.
Okay, is this including like if I could get away with it?
Okay,
Or
one that you can get away with, one that you can't get away with.
what's something I could rob that I think I could genuinely? How much are we asking for? Like out of the register to go gunpoint?
Well,
like,
register you're only going to get like $250.
Yeah.
There's not
Well,
a
yeah,
lot
but
of
I'm
money.
asking. Okay, so it's like somewhere
So
where
you're gonna go in the back. Let's say every place you would go, you go in the back and get their full supply of money they have at that moment.
but I'd have to go for like a bank then by that point, right?
Bank.
If you're gonna get away, yeah, no, that's totally makes sense.
Because like what if I can't go for the register? Think what other places are gonna have large sums of money? They're just out and not in a cash register.
Well, I mean that's true, but I mean just for the meme though, like rob
Okay,
like
well, let me
family
think.
video.
I can answer this
That's
Video.
what's me.
for the content.
job.
I'd like to
Amazing.
answer because I think I have a pretty funny answer.
Yeah.
Okay, so getting away, I would definitely go to a place that has a lot of money on hand.
Okay.
So I'm thinking either a huge box store, being like a Cabela's or anything like that, or Walmart. I saw his face light up because Cabela's has guns.
yeah, I was
and
like-
a Walmart has guns, so I'm fucked either.
Okay,
but this
so
is implying-
Cabela's
They're not
you
gonna
got-
bust open the case and be like, "I'm sorry, but I got to use the merchandise to save myself." They'll
it-
run.
No, they would. They totally would.
Do you think the employees would do that?
They would most likely run first, but this is implying I get away. So
Right.
they wouldn't in this scenario. But if I wouldn't get away, rob a sex shop. just for the fucking joke of it.
You're
It's
trying
like,
to fight them
why
off with
you-
a big black cock, like, please.
Get away.
Stop.
Jesus.
No.
Dude, I totally rob like an Amazon warehouse. Just like the most inconvenient place, just stealing random shit.
It's not even anything of value.
Yeah,
It's just-
you're like, hold up, this pallet has to go somewhere. You know, we're disposing of it, and you just take a pallet of random stuff. Like how they sell the pallets for like $500
Right,
bucks
right.
online.
People do that on YouTube too.
Yeah.
They have like these
Yeah.
unboxings.
That's what I'm
It's
saying.
really
It's like-
enjoyable to watch, but I imagine he gets like a pallet of like makeup, something he doesn't even use.
But the
Sell
thing
it
is, that's
all.
worth something. Then and it's like makeup.
Well,
They
like,
don't
it's
have
cheap
Chanel
makeup.
number
It's
9.
Yeah,
like
that's the
Amazon
thing.
I think
Basics
Chanel
makeup.
number 9 is a
Huh?
perfume. I remember Dan Aykroyd talking about it. I just don't remember Chanel number 9. but-
Dan Aykroyd
Chanel
has
number
vodka.
5, 9.
No, but I'm saying he says it doesn't taste like Chanel number 5.
Oh.
Okay, I'm sorry. Cam, you know the Ghostbusters?
Ghostbusters, yeah.
You know the fat guy with
He wasn't fat in Ghostbusters,
he was
dude.
bigger. Dan Aykroyd was one of the original Ghostbusters, and he
Yeah.
did Coneheads and all that.
Yeah.
yeah.
He apparently made a vodka about it'd be 15 years ago now,
Yeah.
Still
and
for sale, I believe.
it's still for sale, and it's called Crystal Head Vodka, and he has this fucking insane video that is like 40, like it's like 6 minutes long, explaining like why Crystal Head Vodka and why the choice of bottle. in the first 4 fucking minutes is him talking about like the occult and like how aliens exist.
Oh, are you serious?
Yes.
And how
What an
ghosts
advertisement.
and then like how ghosts exist too. Then he immediately after that he goes, well, back to my vodka.
Yeah, that's why we picked Crystal Head vodka. We
Because
take
it's like a head. It's like supposed to be based off the crystal heads, like the one you remember the one from Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
So those are actually a thing that exist out in
Really?
the world apparently, and so they modeled it off after that.
Huh.
And then he mentioned
This isn't like a gag by him. This is
No,
like
no,
full on,
He
his
is
full
dead
bleed.
serious.
He's like actually
Boy,
genuinely
so he's
like
just
he fucking brings
he's
me the
gone. He's
Navajo,
lost
and I
it.
got really upset because we watched this when it aired. Me, Sam, and Austin, and I was like, "Don't bring my fucking brothers into this, you fucker."
we bring this everywhere. There's a crystal. We run it through diamonds, and then what the
Yeah.
what the
He runs
fuck
through
else?
diamonds?
Yeah, he runs it through diamonds for some
allegedly.
Allegedly, but the real cheap diamonds.
They're basically just quartz, like they're really
Oh.
cheap
Yeah.
mineral. But then the person we watches through actually ran the numbers. Dan Aykroyd's net worth is 135 million fucking dollars.
On John Tron's
Yeah, we
video,
just say
he
it's
went-
fuck- it's John Tron.
John
It's
Tron.
John Tron.
He went through and figured out that if they ran vodka over him, his net worth alone is more than like his weight in diamonds. So they might as well just be like running the vodka over him and selling it.
Like
There you go. I'd buy it. Sold.
I would too. I want to find some crystal head.
We should just make instead of a crystal skull, it should be a crystal Dan Aykroyd.
that would be way better.
That would be way cooler.
What was it? They also have like a bunch of other celebrity vodkas. They have like Pharrell and
Yeah.
like
Danny DeVito.
Danny DeVito.
that feels the one I was gonna end on.
Do you think that there's just a brand that goes out and is like, we're making a new flavor? Do you want to pretend like this is your vodka? And it's probably
Well, it's
all
not always
under one
vodka,
brand.
especially those because there was one that was whiskey. There was one that was like cream liqueur.
But I'm saying like and there's an alcohol brand that gets
Like something that gets made.
It's like rapper snacks where they have just a wrapper and they just put their face on a snack
Oh,
bag.
okay.
yeah, like it's not yours, but
Oh,
they
shit, I
say
should
it's
stop.
yours.
I was pumping the fucking table.
Thank God there's no mics on that table.
Also, there's shock mount. So we're
Well,
good.
shock mount, right? But
like on like this one.
I'm like
I
that one,
like this one too.
or this one.
That's a shock mount.
Well, that's.
Shake it really violently.
Well, I don't.
I think Rick Ross like owns like Wingstop or something.
Yeah, it's him.
Did you know that?
And
I don't know who Rick Ross is.
He's a rapper. He's the sauce boss.
him and
Sauce.
Gunboss.
Sauce.
It's really fucking funny that he owns that because of course he does. Of course he fucking
Yes,
owns Wingstop.
of course he does. Yeah.
Fucking,
Yeah.
He fits that image pretty well.
He also fits a pear, weirdly enough, which is the old meme now.
Hype pear.
But I hate that made me laugh genuinely. Yeah, Rick Ross is weird, man. He really got away with a lot during his time as a rapper.
Don't we all?
No,
We could get away with murder like Snoop Dogg.
Oh yeah, he had a murder case.
Yeah, he totally got away with it too.
Yeah, he totally got away with it.
Damn.
That's okay. He's cool. I
Yeah,
like him.
Snoop Dogg's cool.
Yeah, he's a
He's
cool
a
guy.
good person now.
He went to Snoop line for what, a month, and then he
No, it
came
was like
back.
a year. He actually
Oh.
did it for a while.
Oh, I thought it was like a lot shorter.
It was.
I killed a man.
Everyone thinks I'm a soft boy. I actually murdered a man in cold blood.
Well, see, now was it? Because I read
Da-da-da-da.
a story. It was his bodyguard that shot the guy.
It was him and his bodyguard. If I remember.
Okay.
Because again, when you grow up in a certain area in California, you learn a few things. The trick of the trade, I like to call it.
Was it
I forgot the
Tupac?
trade.
Was that the victim?
No, he loved Tupac. Actually, it's funny enough. There's a picture of the first time Tupac ever smoked weed, and it was Tupac. Snoop Dogg ever first smoked weed, and it was with Tupac.
I doubt that's his first.
It's true.
Really?
It's true. Because
I believe him.
It's Snoop.
it's true.
All right.
But
First public
yeah.
viewing of.
and then it became really famous after that.
What was that? What'd you do? You just.
I
You
don't
just
know. I was just like,
He likes making some weird noises. I've experienced that. Doing the
firsthand.
shoot.
Through
Yeah.
through the recording.
Oh God,
through
we
the
knew
shoot
it
that
way
we
before
did.
then.
was it like unintentional? Just like
No.
out of the
No,
blue?
100%. Just him. Just
I just make noises.
yeah.
There's one part where we're like, it made it into the blooper reel where like, I go, ah! And it just goes to Cam and he just looks scared.
Yeah, I don't know what to do there. I don't know if I should call police or if I should just hire you for a different type of film. Yeah.
I just have a lot of energy in me sometimes.
Yeah, it's great, man.
Yeah, that's good.
Shows it on the film, like you just get slapped very gently and
Very
just
lovingly.
fade away.
Have you seen this, Sam?
So-
No, I don't think I
Oh,
have.
okay. So
Oh goodness.
funny part is this is what this podcast is going to be about for the first portion, but we went off on a tangent.
Too late.
Me, Austin, and then Cam, which is why he's our guest, we worked on something for 4 days, like
Yep.
pretty much straight.
Yep.
Okay.
It was like 2 full days of shooting, 2 full days of editing, I think.
And,
It was
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, it turned out really good, and we ended up having probably personally one of my most favorite things we've ever recorded.
Yeah.
That is
Yep.
live action. And it won't be on this channel, sadly, but it will be on a different one.
Right.
But we won't disclose. We might, if you put it up on yours or like something like that,
Yeah, I'm
them.
assuming we'll start uploading all of our videos and start putting those up on there. But I realized the channel that we did upload it on actually just hit 10,000 views because of our stuff.
Yeah.
Our class. So
We did
It was-
good.
It's funny because
Bravo.
a lot of that is due to Austin and then Quinn's involvement in the channel
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
because of them wanting to take it a bit further than it actually usually goes.
The challenge stuff was kind of like initially my idea, and then it just kind of I'm like, you know what, this was really fun. We should keep doing this because I'm like, hey Quinn, do you want to like eat habaneros live? And he said, oh yeah, I've eaten ghost peppers. Can you do it? And I'm like, yeah, I can do it. I
You couldn't-
like spicy
You
food.
couldn't do it, could you?
No.
Oh,
No,
you
he
did?
had a harder
Oh.
time than I did. He gave me a lot of crap up to that point. He's like, are you sure you're going to be okay? I'm scared that you're not going to be okay. When I finally hit like 5 minutes before we went live, he's like, I'm going to be real with you. I ate like a pinch of that ghost pepper. I ate like nothing.
And
And it didn't use the one
Fucking
panic thing.
he psyched himself up and then ended up not doing that well with it because on air for one, I usually help with the live.
Well, hold
the-
on. Just
the-
describe what the show is, though, because I don't think we touched base
Oh,
on that. Yeah.
the show that we do is a live show where basically it starts off live and it's kind of like it introduces different segments that are pre-recorded. And originally people just kind of were like, that was a funny segment. That was a good show. Because like, you know, groups of people would make these shows. They go live, that
Right.
stuff. So like basically the in-betweeners, the live sections between the pre-recorded shows, it would be like, wow, that was a good show. I like that. Here's an ad. Now here's the show. Here's
Yeah.
the next show.
Yeah.
it was
okay.
always very bland and like tasteless.
I think I
because-
was the host for when we decided to start like doing these challenges. I think I was trying to script write, and I'm like, okay, what's something funny I can say that if we get to 5 likes that we could do.
Yeah.
And I think I was working with you on it, trying to figure out what we should say. And I was like, came across the conclusion about throwing some habaneros down some gullets or something like that. And then you guys actually did it the next episode, and it just kept rolling on.
Yeah.
which started my involvement in the show weirdly because Austin was gonna go buy some and I was like, I'll go with you, and then me and him eventually searched, finally found them, and they kept creating another goal, and then eventually I became the person that bought most of the stuff for the challenges. I think it was week 1 I didn't, and week 2 I didn't.
Right.
And even then, after that, I just bought all the stuff we needed for other things.
Well, I also bought some of the stuff too, but typically what would happen was that Drayton would be like, I'm going to buy this now. And I'm like, okay.
Yeah. And then I slowly got more involved with the show as time goes on because I just kind of showed up.
Yeah, you were just there, and we were just like, oh.
Hey, it's right.
What's going on,
It
man?
helped a lot, though, to
Yeah.
have an extra hand. Like,
Right.
that's the
yeah,
thing,
of
though.
course. Why wouldn't it?
Especially
Yeah.
someone who's actually willing to do stuff, because not that everyone in that live show really is like actively trying to get hands on.
I would say all but 3 people.
Yeah, 3
In a certain
unnamed
group.
people. Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Which we won't say anything.
yeah,
We're
I know
throwing out
the
shade.
I know the exact group he's talking about, but that's why it's the fact that I came in to be really hands on and help with everything and try and be active in it, just because I have the time, and me and Austin usually leave together anyway, so
Yeah.
Right.
might as well help him with this, and it eventually just became me just basically being a part of it up to the end.
Yeah, you had some pretty sick cameos that we
Yeah.
brought you in for.
Yeah.
I think I died like 3 times during that show.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, which is good.
Yeah, a lot of deaths on
I
my.
think that's a good, healthy amount of death.
Yeah.
So,
Well, I mean, it could use more death, though.
I mean, the last episode had a lot of death.
yeah, everybody. Literally everybody
Mhm.
involved.
Everybody
died.
got fucking Thanos. Is that what's going on?
Yeah, essentially, yes.
Or well,
Oh,
no, not
but we don't
Thanos.
want to, we don't want to spoil too much, but I feel like we already have.
There's a little,
But we're
little
gonna-
twist ending.
There is a twist ending. There is.
It's pretty.
It's really really well done.
We'll
show
have
you
watch.
definitely.
It's a ton of fun. It's
Okay.
actually like a really fun. Like I went home that night and watched it, and I'm like, oh, I'll like think about skipping to the sections that everything isn't too great. And I'm like, I literally just watched it all the way through, and I'm like, this is just fantastic.
It's
like,
a
through and
full
through.
on great show front to back because of just like the amount of energy Cam and then his group put in, then other groups and then other groups. There's 3 groups, and it was just such a fun show to be a part of too, because I'm always like the guy who's there that's just there to help and like
Right.
just help stuff move smoothly. For the last episode, I was actually part of the control who was freaking out because
Yeah, I saw that. I was the host for that one too. And I didn't even realize that until I watched the show afterwards. That you were back there like just messing around with the racks or something like
Yeah,
that.
I was
You just
Yeah,
stand in the
I thought that was a
background.
nice touch. I was like,
because if it was just one person, it would feel really empty. And then since it's we had a camera positioned towards control room to have the effect of like control just going up in flames, like what the hell is going on? Nothing's and
Yeah.
if it was just one person freaking out while everyone else is pretty much okay, it would feel very empty.
Well, one of the other group members just straight up didn't want to do it. Like that was back
What?
there.
Yeah, I remember. I know,
Really?
but they were also hidden.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they were hidden, but the thing is, they didn't do it because they were hidden. It just they didn't want to do it, and it just so happens that they were hidden.
And I was like,
Okay.
where? I was like, Quinn, friend of channel, where are you gonna stand? Because this person wants to sit here and doesn't want to really participate. And he was like, I'll
Right.
stand right here. And I'm
which
like,
is I think really lame.
huh. I didn't hear you think about that either. So you have to tell me about
oh,
that.
you only
Whoa,
okay? Yeah, because
drama.
It's one of the other group members.
I wonder
Okay,
what group
all right.
it was.
The undesirables.
I love that whole group. That whole group's amazing. It's just their participation in the live show was really off
Lackluster.
Yeah.
Like some weeks it was like, yeah, they really want to be part of it. Some weeks it's just like, no, we just don't
Oh,
really want to.
because yeah, I remember now that you guys mentioned, I saw two of them. I think were to my right, off of like I don't think they were doing anything.
Oh yeah.
No, yeah, straight up. Some of them just didn't do things, and then there was one that was sitting in the control with us. That was like, I don't want to get up and do it,
Yeah.
and it's like that's kind of lame.
And I also
like,
I had to direct the room a little because we're doing this for a class, so our teacher would walk in and just like start filming.
I just
Freaking
Oh,
deep
dude,
throating
you
his
gonna Riley
mic.
read that mic, dude?
Just deep throat that fuck.
I mean, I managed to get a lot more. I didn't anticipate my mouth to be able to
You
open
got a
up
special
enough.
talent
to,
there, pal.
Hey,
You
man.
can use that for a career.
Stop.
Stop.
You gotta cut out that eye contact. Man.
Yeah,
that
well,
is just
he's really
terrifying.
good at
I need more eye
contact.
contact.
There you go.
What was I saying?
I need
Oh,
more eyes.
oh god.
Use like you can't break it though. You gotta like no blinking either.
You gotta bring out your inner gazpacho.
Oh god. I don't like
Oh,
that.
man.
I like what you said. I don't like what he's doing.
I'm like deep throating the mic right now. Anyways, go on. You were directing the back of the room.
Oh, I was directing the room because our teacher for this class that we were doing fucking walks in and starts filming, and I'm like, he just started to walk in a shot, in and out, and then I'm like, we're about to come back to the shot, so let's try and stay like behind this area, so then he doesn't just wander into shot while we're fucking trying to like act and like be a part of this.
Right.
He was like, all right, and but then other people would just fucking walk in and just stand there, and I'm like, stand here if you're gonna be in the room, if you're not gonna participate.
Yeah.
And I was trying to tell the person who didn't want to like
Right.
act, and I was like, if you don't want to act, please go over here because then that gives me more room to work with or anything like that. And they were just like, I'll just sit here, it's fine.
yeah.
They can't see me. And it's like, I guess, but I mean, I would much rather just have the extra room just in case. I
Right.
wanna
Yeah.
do
Just in
it.
case you want to do something else.
I just feel like they don't care. Like I feel like some people
Yeah.
in this degree just genuinely
Yeah. There's a few of them.
Yeah.
just like don't put in the work, and then they're like, well, I guess I'll just take more classes over the summer and stuff. And it's like, well, it's different if you're like focusing on something, but I do know some people in our program that just straight up like just don't do the work, and
sure.
they're like, well, I'm failing. No.
And I tried to
Yeah.
involve everyone too in that shoot as well. Like we could have pretty much skipped an entire group if we wanted to, and that was kind of the initial planning. But I was like, maybe we should involve them all because otherwise it would have been kind of weird if they had an episode and then it was our episode into two.
Yeah, and I agree with that, but that was kind of even hard on their part because they wanted to leave right away. They
Yeah.
basically wanted to get there, and be done and go.
Yeah.
Like that whole group was just like, just kind of reluctantly.
Were you guys graded on this or no?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
For a class.
Oh, dude, I would have fucking.
But the thing is, we didn't need to do a giant collab, and that's exactly why they're like, well,
okay.
that's exactly why they didn't like necessarily want to be there.
Oh, so they just like kind of like rode on your backs while you guys did all the shit, basically.
yeah,
Like at the start, where
I'll be
like they
real.
were like helping, and then now it just turned into like, oh, free grade.
And I think we're the first group for that class to do that, where we all combine all of our.
That was our
yes,
plan.
that was the
That-
first. He said
Yeah.
no collabs had ever been done at all.
Funny
Oh,
enough,
wow.
for my group, which is the semester before this, we were planning to do that. Other groups didn't give a shit. That's how it happened.
You have to have people that actually like want to make something cool, and I'm just glad it turned out and everyone liked it because that was probably the biggest project I handled.
Oh, really?
Just time wise, yeah, because we had, it was 2 full days of shooting. I think on that Friday we filmed for 9 hours.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
think we were here at
Yup.
school filming 9 hours, and then I was kind of the main editor with a little bit of help as well, and that took probably 2 full days as well to do that.
Yeah, and that was
It was quite a lot, especially since I was there for all of the Friday shoot because of
Yeah.
my part being on Friday, and I stayed there the whole time just to help and like be around. That shoot was really fucking fun. It's just the fact it was such a long shoot that people started to get burned out at a certain
Yeah,
point, which
yeah.
is what sucked.
Like
Yup,
I
yup.
saw that with Quinn definitely, where he towards the end was like, I just want to get this done and go home.
We were
I
thinking
was
about we were thinking about new things to do, and then we were kind of like,
bit of a.
I mean, if it's
Right,
if it's gonna be
yeah.
a payoff, then we don't really know, but people are pretty burnt out, so we just kind of
Right.
stick to the original script.
Yeah, I would have been okay with staying there longer. I was in a because I know that Wednesday I wanted to help, but I was in like a really really crappy mood. Just like I don't know why, I just kind of was.
Yeah.
And I think it was just the stress of school and stuff,
Right.
and I was just like, I want to go home.
That probably drained me. For the next day, I don't think I did anything.
Wow,
really.
she was
I
really
just-
staying hard.
Uh,
What happened?
there's someone behind me.
Yeah, there's
I was
some
wondering
people-
if she's gonna
I
come in
was
here or
like-
do something,
I
but
was like, she looked like she was contemplating it. Like
Maybe
we
she's
want
thinking
this
about kicking
room.
us out. Because we are, as of right now, we're in a school. We're in like a room in a college that you can rent out.
Yeah.
If anything, like I
Yeah.
have a fib of just like, oh, this is a final project I'm doing for psychology class, all this other shit, and that's why
Yeah,
I'm
I
timing it.
don't understand. Like no one else was trying to
No.
get in here, so it
It's
doesn't
it's
matter.
also surprise. This is recorded on Friday, which is what it's always recorded on. So there's no one here really.
Yeah,
especially
so
in this
typically-
area.
Plus, this is literally the last day of this semester. I
Yeah.
think.
yeah.
Today is graduation.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like, there's not a lot of people here because typically most classes wrap up Wednesday to Thursday, anyways. Only a
Right.
handful of classes actually go on to Friday, so there's no one here. So if someone were to like come in and kick us out, it'd be kind of stupid, especially because.
But I mean, I checked out the room, so like technically
And
we're
then I
here.
can check out the room after.
That's yeah.
This
That's
is-
what
and
I
then we'll
did.
just keep having groups like.
little inside joke. I thought she had the glare to come and rip down our posters.
Oh.
Wait.
Okay.
That was
Okay. So Sam, this is something you did.
Was that her? Was that the same person?
No.
Uh,
Was it?
Okay.
I don't think so,
No.
but she had that that look in her eyes that
Okay.
she's like gonna.
Do you
all
have
right.
a-
All right. What's going on?
Austin? No. Let's let Cam tell it.
Let's look.
Yeah.
All right, so we were still filming some stuff. I think this was on Friday.
Yep.
Still filming, and a little context before that too. We made posters. We wanted to do some sort of advertisement. I thought of we could advertise around the school,
Okay.
have some
okay.
posters of our show for the final episode to get people to watch it.
Yeah.
So we put those all around the school. We taped them up, and then so we're doing a shoot on Friday, doing a scene, and then I think Quinn was the one to say something where he was like, someone came up and was like, "Oh, what are you guys doing?" And then Quinn's like, "Oh, we see these posters around. That's actually us." And as soon as he says that, someone, one of the staff here at the school, comes around the corner, and then she's like, "Yeah, you guys can't do that," and then rips our posters down, crumbles them up, and then throws them in the trash.
Whoa.
My
Like went around going out of her way to crumple up all the posters.
was
that we
it
had.
the
even
the big one in?
no
Oh.
redhead?
yeah, the
Yeah,
redhead
the
big
big
one.
one.
That's what
Yeah,
he's talking
Oh
about.
yeah,
Sorry.
yeah. Dude, that's the one that kicked started that
That's
one
what
room.
I said too.
Oh my God. All right. Okay. all
There's a
right.
long history with this person, which
Where
she honestly just seems really like she doesn't
has
want to
her
be
days.
here. Like
Yeah.
like she just
she hates this department, and it's incredibly clear she doesn't want to be in this department, and I don't understand why she doesn't try to transfer to somewhere else.
yeah.
And
I don't think anyone else
I
would
understand
take it.
too with the posters, like if you don't want like the paint to peel, if we taped it on the wall or whatever.
Yeah.
Right.
But then she said, okay, well you can't do that, but you can leave them on the table. But instead of giving us the posters back, she crumples them up
And throws them
away. So I'm like, all right,
She
that's
also
cool.
tried going into one of the professor's rooms where it was taped. She tried to get in there to take it down.
Oh my
Yes, and that's
God.
his room, and we got also permission from an instructor
And someone else with her same job
and
title.
her equal like
the,
coworker.
the other one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my
and she,
God.
the one that
the other one.
The other
the
one's
other
awesome.
one helped
The other
us.
one is the good one.
Yeah, she helped us even cut out the posters.
She isn't. One
Yeah.
of them
What
is
the
an angel.
fuck?
One of them is the devil.
What is
Yeah,
wrong with her?
I got hella pissed at that moment. Like I had to kind of like take a step back,
My-
otherwise I was gonna punch some bitches in the gullet. Like I was about to go off.
As soon as she said the posters can't go up and she started ripping them, you could feel the mood of everybody.
it just went-
go from like 100 to like 40.
My,
like real.
my
like-
favorite part was that I had gone to the bathroom because this was in between like a little break time where we were gonna take like a minute just to like regroup.
Yeah.
I went to the bathroom, did my business, came back. I saw Austin standing in the hallway, and I'm like, Austin, and I lifted him up in the air, and he goes, "Stop, I need to tell you
I
something."
need to tell- yeah, like literally, like you could tell that the
Yeah,
whole
it-
mood was
It
brought
was just
down.
like fucking kill.
And I feel like that even affected some of the later filming because of like, because before that we were kind of like pretty much like yeah, and then all of a sudden like that's kind of about the time when Quinn's like I want to go home, I want to.
Fuck.
So completely
yeah.
like ruined the vibe of everything.
Dude, that would have killed me. Oof.
Yeah,
I wasn't even there, and I'm already pissed off.
Because it was
it's
so
just-
stupid, and it's the fact that we got permission from multiple people to do this,
Right.
And the fact that like all of a
literally
sudden,
her equal too. That's that part
Or
that blew
even
my
her
mind is
superior in some ways because
Yeah.
we have a printing department and that's where we got it, right?
yeah.
And then you got permission from the printing department, which is one of the people who does posters
Yeah.
and knows where to put them.
And
you got an okay from them.
And she gave us the tape too, and she helped us cut them out and put them up. And this bitch comes around the corner and just fucking tears the shit down. Like,
Oh my god.
I was really
that was
angry.
fucking
Incredibly
screeching around the
disheartening.
corner like a fucking like Godzilla trying to take down a building. Fucking
Yeah.
just being an ass. Like
Yeah,
like,
straight up.
It sucks because one of them is so nice, the other one's just such a
It's the polar opposite.
yeah.
She's
It really
she's
is.
never there in that room. So like at our college, we have to check out equipment, and so we have to go to this room and get the person behind the counter to come with us to go unlock the door, grab the stuff, check it out. She's never there. Every time I had to go check out something, she's always just, I was eating something. I was over here.
I was so surprised.
She also has she's also in a room upstairs, directly upstairs from that, which is where she
Okay.
usually is. But when she's down there, you can tell like when she's up there, she's also kind of despondent, but she definitely feels like she wants to be there a little bit more.
Yeah.
As soon as she walks down, though, she doesn't even walk down. She takes that elevator.
Yeah, she takes
down
the elevator down.
down that stairs and sits down in that spot where she's meant to help students and be a positive influence on people. She goes from kind of, I don't really want to be here, but it's not bad, to the most dislikable person I've ever met,
Right.
just for the fact that you try and start a conversation with her, and she's just like,
Yeah.
She
It's
just
very clear
like-
she doesn't want to
yeah,
be
yeah.
here.
She just
It's
plasters a
incredibly
fake smile.
clear.
Yeah.
And along with that, I know one time I went there to check out stuff, and I asked her like, "Hey, could you go and open up the studio for me?"
yeah.
And she literally just went, "Oh, this other person can help you. Like the lab assistant can help you. I'm not gonna do it." And the lab assistant was literally actively helping someone else, and she's like, "Yeah, just go ask
Oh
her."
my god.
So like trying to just be like, "I don't want to get up." Like straight up, just I don't want to get up.
See, lazy people. I can't stand them.
I was trying to think of a few devious ideas to get back at her, but I just ran out of time to do anything. I was gonna like
Next
put
semester.
like 100 posters on her desk and just tape them or glue
Yeah.
them on there, like rubber cement the shit out of her desk and just put them all over there. But
My favorite part is she would be like, I know who did this, and then go to you and be like, I didn't do it. You took down our posters. We don't have posters anymore.
No, just you gotta spread them out in our area, so she has to travel.
That's what also was
That's what
one.
I said. I said put more up so she has to really walk around.
Yeah.
And, like
She would probably report you guys to the dean or some shit. She'd be like, they're disrupting school
And
property.
here's the best part about it was that she did that, and she's like, "You can't do this." And Brandon liked the idea so much. One of our professors, Brandon, liked the idea so much that he's like, "That's going to be a requirement. Is that PR be a part of your live show?"
Because they took
okay.
away a different requirement that used to be there, which was the coding based on putting your stuff on air and having it have
Right.
a notification and all that.
Yeah.
He took that off, and now he's gonna switch it with that because that's such a good idea.
Because he liked that idea so much. He's like, genuinely, I love that you guys did that. I love that you guys had the collab. He's like, I'm actually implementing PR as part of it
Fucking
now.
nice.
that's cool. I didn't hear anything about that really.
Yes, he literally came into the room when he was telling people that the live show might not be live. He said, "Yeah, I'm thinking like of adding the PR aspect of it because he's like, I love the posters so much that I literally want that to be a part of the classes, the PR."
Yeah.
Which was something that someone else was literally like, "No, I don't want."
Really?
Yeah, because
Oh, yeah, her.
the
Yeah.
lady didn't want it, but like Brandon's like, I love this idea.
Yeah, Montana and Quinn did a really nice job on those posters.
Those posters
Yeah,
are
they were awesome.
Those were really cool.
Have you seen those?
yeah, I
Yeah,
saw
they're
them.
great. They're like,
They're awesome.
When they're on the tables.
Yeah.
Not up on the fucking.
God, they were such good posters, and they did such a good job. And they're just such good boys doing
Yeah.
good work. And then one fucking
Just
human
one.
being just wants to be
Right.
a bad, like not even a bad person. She's just trying to be a control freak about something that doesn't matter
And like I said, I understand like if you don't want the paint to peel, but you don't need to throw them in the trash.
in front of them.
At least hand them
Or
back
left
to
them
us.
on the desk.
Yeah, or we can go around and take them down ourselves
Yeah,
too.
She's such an asshole.
it sucks. It
Well,
genuinely sucks.
I was thinking we give our special guest here to talk about while you're looking up some assholes. Fucking what's going on with you? What?
Since we're talking about assholes already.
Yeah, that's a good segue. I was
Do you
gonna,
wanna- do you wanna-
I was gonna actually do high school stories next, but that's fine. Let's just jump right to this
Because
it's
we're
more fun.
getting towards the end.
We're
here.
getting towards
About
an
50
hour.
Well, I mean,
minutes.
we got to give our guests some fucking little spotlight time.
Little spotlight
Cam.
time.
Yeah, tell us what's going on
Uh,
while you're looking up asshole shit.
Man, well, I think we do want to maybe continue this series we got going on. It's called What If. I think we just started a YouTube channel. It's 3 guys plus one that will sometimes show up, and we'll make some pretty cool stuff. So we're working on that right now. We're thinking of some more ideas. I think we have at least 3 more episode ideas that we actually never got around to finishing. So I think we're gonna jump into that. Maybe put some cool stuff up on there.
Shit. What does what if? What do you guys do?
So basically, it's little skits and little shorts It's basically an idea asking what if this were to happen. So, for example, I think our first episode's on there now. It's what if glitches were what happened in real life.
Okay.
So we had some funny throwbacks in our episode we were just talking about to that episode, and then we kind of have like a reoccurring thing. We have a lot of things that we have that will repeat in itself, and kind of throwback calls or callback jokes, stuff like that. So it's one of actually my favorite projects I worked here at the school.
Shit. Nice, dude. Fucking.
I don't know if you decided yet, but do you want to work with us? Like,
Yeah, I for sure. Like, I think, like I said to you earlier, that the weakest part about our shows is that the audio sometimes doesn't turn out the greatest. So if we could, if you guys want to come on, we could do cameos, we could do whatever. I think that'd be kind of a fun process to keep going and
yeah,
kill some time in the summer here and there.
Hell yeah.
yeah, which is our plan basically, is to incorporate everyone who wants to do stuff outside of school together.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
that
yeah.
in case like something happens or someone can't be there, we can take their place or have a group help them.
Right.
So then there is high production stuff constantly coming from us, and we can all work together with each other, because this is our first podcast with a guest.
Yes,
Yeah.
straight up.
Oh,
Second episode.
Look at that.
Podcast
Well,
with the guest.
technically, first one, because the one that we recorded, I remember we labeled it as like
A pilot.
episode 0
It's pilot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But still, nonetheless.
It's a great honor.
I think you've been a
It's
fantastic
a great honor.
guest.
Thank you very
You've been
much.
a great guest so far.
You
It's
haven't
great.
been an asshole.
Yes.
Oh.
Here we go. And I found the exact post that I wanted to
Yay.
read.
Okay. Does
And I
he
don't know
know?
if I should start out with it.
Does he know
We
what
should-
this
we
is?
should do an explanation, 'cause it's still
I've explained
early.
it, but yes, we should explain it again.
Okay.
Sounds pretty awesome, but go ahead.
So the idea is that we go on the subreddit, Am I the Asshole? We take typically 3 threads. I read them out to the lovely boys who have not seen it. And we give it a verdict based off of the subreddit's verdicts, which is you're an asshole, you're not an asshole, not enough info, everybody's an asshole, or no one's an asshole.
Or our own personal ones that we can come up with ourselves.
And we go.
I
off-
like going off the subreddits because
Yeah,
then it feels like
yeah.
we could post it
we
there,
should
you
we
know?
should go off with what they give us to
Yeah,
form.
but we will all come to our own conclusions
Yeah,
about
yeah,
stuff
There'll be
too.
more to it. They don't just say
Yeah.
like not the asshole
Right.
period. They
Yeah.
they explain
Yeah,
why
yeah.
they gave their verdict. So I think I might start off with this one just so I don't lose it again,
All right, go.
which is sad, but this is one I've been waiting to
Well, I mean,
read.
we'll just take a screenshot. Let's save it for the last one.
Okay, I'll take a screenshot of it. I actually don't know how to screenshot in this one, I think.
Oh boy.
Goodness me.
Technology.
I would much rather you just
Well,
read it
part of the
back.
problem with screenshotting is too then I have to go through the answers and screenshot them. There's a ton of screenshots to go.
Oh, okay.
Then
All right,
just
yeah,
do
just
this
fucking.
one,
Well,
'cause the other
I
ones
know.
that
Okay, let me see where it's located in my.
Or just
thing.
open up a new tab.
No, it's a.
Oh, it's not that. Okay,
Oh,
no,
you're
no,
on
no,
the
that's
app,
fine. That's
okay.
fine. Okay. Am I the a-hole for losing my temper and told my wife to just shut up already? You don't get to saying this after her constant, inconsiderate nagging. So this is the title.
That's a great.
Okay.
That's a
That's a
great
great
start.
All right.
Okay.
You could see, I could already see in Cam's eyes that he's like,
Ooh.
"Ooh, this is already
Ooh.
spicy."
Asking for blunt honesty here because I can't deal with the drama right now. So just tell me if I've been an asshole. And if so, I'll go apologize. I'm currently planning my mother's funeral on behalf of my siblings. They live overseas and are not here yet. My mother and father were divorced, but we're on good terms. In particular, my mother was close friends with my father's new wife. Gag problems. I have stomach problems. That.
You should also bring the mic closer to your mouth. You're aiming too far down.
Stop!
There you go.
No.
Okay, so I'm currently planning my mother's funeral on behalf of my siblings. My mother was good friends. My mother and father were divorced, but on good terms. In particular, my mother was close friends and with my father's new wife. This woman, my father's current wife, has an ongoing dispute with my wife. They have a long history of bad blood between each other. Both of them have said extremely hurtful things to one another. Obviously, I think my wife is less of an asshole between the two, but both are definitely wrong for saying the things that they have. Anyway, even though I really dislike this woman, I have to invite her to my mother's funeral service because 1, she's my father's wife, and 2, she was close friends with my mom. My wife was livid after finding out and insists I put my foot down and not let her attend the service. So for 2 long days, she's constantly nags me for this, bringing it up every hour. I keep telling her the same thing, why she needs to come. I try to compromise by saying if my wife is so uncomfortable, she doesn't need to attend. And I won't hold it against her. She refuses this as she wants to be there to support me. So a few hours ago, she brings the topic up yet again and I lose my temper. I tell her, paraphrasing, just shut up already. You don't get a day in this. You don't get to dictate my mother's funeral, for Christ's sake. Just leave me alone already. I did not say it calmly. I yelled it and was definitely angry because I'm busy organizing my mother's funeral. She has gone off crying, and I'm left wondering if I went too far. I can't deal with this nonsense, and I'm going to have to accept whatever judgment is given to me and go with that.
Cam starts off.
Also,
okay.
Cam, don't look at him, look at us. Because we're listening to, we like to do facial bits between us, and we're just like,
Ooh.
like we like to do that just because then it keeps us, because he's going to be talking, we're not going to be speaking during this to give him the full like floor.
Yeah.
So we just kind of do the bit like, and we kind of give our opinions.
Right,
back
yeah,
to-
like we can tell on facial cues.
So what is your opinion on it?
Ooh, in a way, I want to say that some of it is justified because, like, obviously this dude's going through a lot. He's got to handle a lot of stuff going on. I've kind of been in some similar situations with my family where there's a lot going on, and this is obviously not helping anything.
Yeah.
In a way, I feel like the two wives should kind of like grow up and be like, okay, this is a bigger situation than the two of us.
From the sounds of it, the other wife, so her father's this person's father's wife, doesn't seem to from the sounds of it, she hasn't said anything. It's mainly this guy's wife who's given so much guff about it.
Okay.
Just
Right.
yeah.
Yeah, so I think she obviously definitely had taken different steps to try to help in that situation.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, this is kind of how relationships go. It's always a back and forth. There's always going to have ups and downs.
Mm-hmm.
So you just need to be able to, whatever happens, be able to move on from it and accept what happened, and to be able to apologize. So I think he should, at least apologize. It clearly upset her a lot to the point where she was crying. Right. But at the same time, I think it was kind of wrong of her to put all this added pressure on him when he's trying to deal with this whole situation already.
So your verdict out of all of them, so you're the asshole, not the asshole, no hassles here. Everybody sucks.
I don't think he's the asshole.
You don't think not? You think not the asshole?
I think not the asshole.
Okay, Sam.
I agree with what you just said. Like, he lost his mom.
Yeah.
His wife and his stepmom can't get along. And his wife is now saying, don't bring your stepmom. And the stepmom, I don't even think the stepmom said, don't bring your wife.
No, the sounds
It just sounds like it's the wife that's instigating.
Yeah, she says
She's a fucking asshole.
Yeah.
Stop instigating. Your husband's mom is dead. Don't fucking
Oh, don't bring him. Don't bring her. Don't bring her. Don't bring her.
No, fuck off. Like, honestly, yes, he should apologize. But still, she should know, okay, I just been nagging on him, harping on him. She's totally the fucking unintentional asshole, I think. That's what I think.
So you think not the asshole?
He's not the asshole. She is. Well, I think they both are, the mom and the wife, because they should both be like, all right, shut the fuck up. We could bite our tongues for a day.
Okay.
I always have the most fiery sermons of the queue.
Boy.
Actually, this one's gonna be pretty cut and dry to me. The wife is the asshole due to the nature of the situation.
Yeah.
Because why would you, if someone says it's okay for you not to go, gives her an out, and then actively says, no, I'm gonna go because I want to support you, that's really nice.
Yeah.
But then why would you keep badgering him
Right.
about going?
Yeah.
You said you were gonna go. Then just accept it. Don't try and uninvite people because that's so horrible.
From a funeral too, it's like, someone that she's close with, don't bring her because
Because I don't like.
Yeah.
No,
Yep.
you're
It's being extremely selfish. Yeah.
Yeah, you
So-
should be more of an adult in this situation, especially since this is an adult topic.
I totally
She
agree.
is the asshole. They're both at blame, but for different reasons. He is at blame just because of the blow up, but it's not because of due to circumstance. It's due to because if she would have just left it alone and just went, okay, I'll trust you, we'll do it this way, it wouldn't have happened.
Right.
That's where it's definitely her fault more on the end where she should be like, it's someone I don't like, I should be an adult about it and be like, well, I should just say, I'll bite my cheek, bite my tongue, and just let it go.
Right, exactly.
But if you can't get over that, you shouldn't go.
Yeah.
You need to
Yeah,
remove yourself from
I
that
agree.
situation.
So-
honestly.
Now I'm going to read off some comments of people who have said it. Not the asshole. Your wife's an asshole for making your mother's funeral about her. You're not the asshole because your mother just died and you can't be expected to keep your composure.
Yep.
Anyone who says you're the asshole or everybody's an asshole is insane. I think that's justified. I think like there's a lot happening. There's a lot of stress on him. So it's understandable if he blows up,
Yeah.
especially when she's actively like.
She's badgering him.
Yeah, everyone has limits too. Like if you're not gonna keep getting badgered like that, and just take it. I mean, I wouldn't do that. I mean, at some point, I'm gonna say something about it too. So I feel that guy.
Yeah, and here's one that actually I don't think anybody brought up, but not the asshole. Your wife is making your mom's funeral about her,
Right.
which is messed up. You should maybe apologize for yelling, but she should be supporting you right now, not making your life more difficult. Which is, I think that's a good point of like now the funeral's about her. Like, oh, I don't want these people here. It's
Yeah.
like, it's not about you.
Yeah.
It's about the person who passed away.
Exactly.
And celebrating their life after their passing, or
Yeah.
people getting their last looks and getting their last
Egg fucking
interaction.
Zach.
So that was a bigger thread on there. That's why I chose that one.
Okay.
And the overall verdict was not the asshole.
Not the
Yeah,
asshole.
as it should be.
Yeah.
Sometimes these are infested with white knight scam.
Oh,
in which-
White
yeah.
knights.
Yeah, if it involves like a girl, like a college girl, there's like half the comments like, dude, you were the asshole. How dare you treat her
Yeah,
like
because
that?
last week we talked about one.
It's this was on our own. This wasn't even during
Oh,
the podcast.
shoot.
This was this was a thread basically that a guy has a roommate who's female who would take a guy home every single night and fuck really loudly
And he was in a flat with four others, including
and
so there's five
disrupt the
total.
peace in the area. And
Okay.
he finally said one night, "Fuck it, I'm going in there." Goes in, tells them to shut the fuck up, kicks the guy out, and then she starts crying because of this sudden change of stuff. And people are like,
But
You shouldn't have done that, dude.
But
that
yeah,
wasn't cool.
so like, not only did he, so everybody's in college, it's exams week also to put on top of that, so people can't sleep and people are messaging the group chat with her in it like, please stop, blah blah blah.
and she keeps ignoring it.
Okay, so
he-
she's aware that this
Yeah,
is
yeah,
a
she-
situation.
yeah,
that's
she's
problem.
totally
They
aware
brought
of
it up multiple times. They brought it up to her. They brought it up to security. Security did nothing. So at this point, he knocks on the door initially, and is like, and I just don't think they like respond. So he tries to see if the door's open, and it is. So he walks in and just stands there. He tells the guy, "Get the fuck out! Like right now. I have four other or like, I'm like,
There's
you
other
need
shit
to
going
leave.
on.
There's four other people that would back me up on this. You need to get out, right?" So he leaves. She's like, "What the fuck? What the fuck?" And so like, what happens is he goes, "You need to stop. Nobody likes you. You should just leave the flat." And then he leaves. In the morning, everybody's like, "Thank you. Thank you for what you did. Like, we got some sleep. It's finals. Thank God." And everybody was like, "You're the asshole. You busted in on her while she was naked. She was vulnerable.
Yeah.
That was not right."
All this other.
And it's like, I can understand that if it was literally just like, it was just her being normal, just like in her room, but she's loudly having sex with some fucking schmuck.
And it's
Yeah.
it's a reoccurring problem that they tried talking about before, because lots of people are like, talk to them about it like an adult, and like that was a lot of people's, "You're an asshole, talk to them like an adult."
That's the biggest thing for me is that they took other steps to try to avoid that end, resolution and that end conflict, but she just straight up ignored them all. That's
Yeah.
the biggest thing for me is they tried, reaching out to her beforehand. It was like, okay, this is kind of a problem, and she
Yeah.
didn't do anything about it. So at some point, you have to have a resolution.
And I
so.
think the only reason I'd say you're the asshole is by being like, no one likes you, not even the guy that was fucking you. But that's why he didn't stay. And I felt like that was way out of line.
Yeah,
I
it's a
get it.
little-
I don't feel like that's out of line.
I
Personally.
feel like that's
I
out
get
of
it.
line.
It's kind of like it's twisting the blade. That's all it was. It was just like
it
that's
was
like,
just well.
I'm
Here's
sure
the
it's a heat of
thing.
the moment type of thing too.
yeah,
It was a
that,
heat of
yeah,
the moment
that's a
type
big
thing,
thing.
definitely. But here's the thing: it was a different guy every fucking night, and she would come home with different guys every night, and this was literally said in the thread. So clearly, she either A, doesn't respect herself, or B, she really accepts herself.
Right.
It's one or the other. But it's the fact it's a different guy every night. That's not a good sign.
Yeah.
And that would mean those guys really don't like her.
Yeah, of course.
And that's true. And they don't like her either. That's
feel
just
like
telling
it
the
just-
truth, but it's harsh.
I feel like it's a bit more than needed. And I feel like that's kind of why
I don't feel like it wasn't. I feel like it was perfectly
Yeah.
fine just due to the nature of because he actively avoided this point.
Yeah.
And he kept trying and trying. And I bet you people in this group chat were like, please.
Yeah, no, I'm sure they
please."
were.
Right,
I'm sure
yeah,
they
yeah.
were. But
They
I feel like
clearly
just
don't
literally
like-
I feel like the line, "No one likes you," like no one in the apartment likes you, I feel like is fine. Because that's true. But I feel like just to like literally say nobody likes you is like a bit much.
Again,
Yeah.
I think the words would show us poorly, but
Yeah.
what
the
it actually
intentions.
meant actually was true.
Yeah.
It was no one in this that went off. No one in this apartment likes you because it's true. If you're gonna keep people up by fucking really loudly,
But yeah.
you shouldn't be there.
As you can see, we get kind of
Yeah, we go on
And that
tangents
one,
pretty
that one,
easily.
I think they ended up not giving it a verdict. I think
Yeah,
ended
it
up
was a
getting closed.
stalemate.
Yeah, it was a
which
stalemate.
is dumb,
Yeah.
in my opinion.
All right,
Okay,
next
next one.
Next one.
Am I the a-hole for reporting my car stolen when my sister took it after I told her not to? My sister's car broke down 6 months ago because of her own stupidity. I won't go into it, but she ignored the advice of a mechanic, and because of that, her car broke. I decided to be nice and offer my sister my car until she could get hers fixed, as I could bike to work while she needed to drive. She did not get her car fixed for some reason. She claimed to be saving money to do so, but every time her paycheck came, she spent it. My parents have even offered her a loan to fix her car, but she refused. Along with all of this, she has been abusing my generosity and taking my car out all day and night. I told her that she should use it for work, but it seems to her that it's a free pass to use my car, not to fill it with gas, and to take it when I specifically tell her not to. Recently, I've needed it to go to work very early, and I don't feel like riding my bike 6 miles at 3 in the morning, so I told my sister she had 30 days until I took my spare key from her, and she is no longer allowed to use it. That was 32 days ago. Yesterday morning, she woke up specifically before me to take the car at 2:30 in the morning. I called her and demanded she bring it back, but she just hung up on me. Because of this, I reported it stolen. My sister was arrested 30 minutes later, and my parents had to go bail her out. My sister is now facing charges for unauthorized use of my car. My parents and her are pissed. They claim I went too far here, but honestly, I feel justified. My parents are worried. If she's found guilty, she will lose her job, but in my opinion, it's her own fault. Am I wrong here? Am I an asshole?
So then we'll switch down. No,
Okay.
we're gonna do a rotating because we keep. No, start with him.
Yeah,
we're
we're
gonna go
going this way.
Okay.
Or counterclockwise. I'm sorry.
Yeah, counter. He's not. Hands down, he's not. She should fucking adult up. He told her countless times, this is for work only, not go joyride around. So she woke up 2:30 and he had to leave at 3.
I think he had to get up at 3, so
Up
she
at
woke
3.
up just in time for him not to be able to do anything about it.
And then she fucking takes the ride, hangs up on him. Yeah, fucking, she's an asshole. She should fucking know. I tell you, don't go out there and take it. Only for work.
Mm-hmm.
Like if like that was with me and Hunter. I was like, yo, you can take my car, you can go to work, pay for the gas. I don't care. And he didn't abuse it. Occasionally he'd go to Johnny Vapes. That was it. I didn't fucking care. But he wasn't
but the
like,
difference is it was something that you didn't mind.
yeah, I didn't mind. But when it's like, if he just left and didn't tell me where he was going, I'd be like, yo, what the fuck, man?
Yeah.
And then for her to do that, and then when he calls her and she hangs up, that's like, it was very, I think it was like harsh, but
Yeah.
I think it gets the fucking point across. Like,
Yeah.
I told you countless times, it's time to adult up. Like, if he told the age, if she was like in her 20s, I would be like, you know what? You got to fucking grow the fuck up. I told you, and you still didn't listen.
Yeah.
She's the asshole. He's in the clear.
Okay.
No, it's me.
No, we started off with Ken. That's why I'm confused.
Austin's
last
fine,
time.
it's fine.
It's okay.
He is not the asshole. She's the asshole. Pretty obvious choice, honestly.
Yeah.
She's the asshole because she actively went out of her way to go, I'm going to get up earlier than him just to fucking take it. Just to fucking spite him. You're taking someone's generosity and basically spitting in their face because they're like, no, please. This is still my car.
Yeah.
This is my transportation. I'm giving it up for you just because I want you to have a chance.
Right.
But when you actively don't take that chance and just spit on hospitality, you're an asshole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's
here-
filling up the tank too. That's another
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah, she didn't even fill up the tank.
Worst part is, how long was this? Was this a month, 2 months? Because there was a month between the point in which he said, this needs to stop.
He's like, in 30 days, I'm taking away my key, or
Your
That
your
point,
key.
but what about the
30
beginning?
days until I took my spare key, and then it was 2 days after that 30-day period, so 32 days later.
Okay. So, I understand not having money from paycheck to paycheck, but it seems like in this story, the way he reads it is that she had multiple paychecks to pay it off. And I get, if you have bills, that's fine. That happens. But you could still put money away to help that alleviate that, or even just get it fixed with the money you have right then, and then do a little bit less on some things and pay bills in a certain way that would help you. The fact that the parents are upset, I understand. If your daughter is getting taken away because of your son, was it a daughter?
Yeah,
Yep.
it's a daughter.
If your daughter's getting taken away because of your son, that would be very upsetting at first. But I bet you they don't know the fucking story.
Oh no, they probably
Because-
don't.
Because they're gonna take the daughter's side on this because it seems like he's the older one.
Yeah, without a doubt, he does.
He thinks,
Yeah, it sounds
And-
like it.
Yeah.
and the thing about that is too is like he's being a good brother. He's like, take my car, I'll bike earlier.
Yeah.
I'll try and get you. You know everything. I'm gonna try and help you in this
But
situation.
it goes on so long, he's like, okay.
No,
I'm
it's
not
like
gonna bike all
I
over.
would assume, is he? Can we even say he's living on his own?
From the sounds of it, they're both living under their parents' roof. Again, that's speculation. We try not to
Right.
speculate too
Yeah.
much. Just
But
kind
in
of
this
keep it as
scenario, that's
is.
what it seems like.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the vibe it's giving off.
And the one thing that really fucking bites in the ass for me, why would you? He's like, okay, it's time for me to fucking take this all back. I'm gonna get up this morning, take my key back, and go. She fucking runs off. She hangs up on him when he calls, and he's like, you know what? Fuck it, you stole my car.
Yeah.
Calls the cops, and then everyone's pissed at him. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Even if you don't know the scenario, that's still his car.
Yeah, that's
totally his
it's
car.
in
That's
his
not-
name.
Yeah, there's a difference between it's under like their parents' name. They both use it.
Right.
It's his car in this scenario.
Yeah.
Yeah, straight up.
So I think not the asshole. What do you think?
Yeah,
Cam?
I 100% agree. Like, there's, again, kind of going back to the last one, multiple steps to try to avoid this kind of end conflict here.
Right.
And she just straight up doesn't have any regard for what his priorities are or whatever like he needs to do.
Yeah.
So the fact that she just goes out and does whatever the hell she wants and doesn't think there's any, going to be any consequences to that, I think is kind of a big deal for me, especially like if someone took my car and I didn't know about it, I'm going to, be pretty livid. Like, I care about my car like a lot. And so if someone were to do that to me, I'd be like, hell no.
Exactly.
I am doing something here so she can finally learn like this is not okay.
And
So-
it's your hospitality too.
Yeah. She's abusing
It's you
it.
going.
Yeah.
I like my car a lot. I'm actively giving you the keys so that you may use it for other things, for work, for this. Please take that and use it so you can get back on your feet with your car. And then they just go,
No.
fuck you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're just like, I'm gonna
Fuck
keep
you.
the
I'm
car.
gonna.
I'm buying that bitch a Razor scooter. She can take that to work.
Yeah.
Like, fuck
she can take
that.
the fucking bike
Take
to
the
work.
bike.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not the
Get her
a-hole.
a
This is
skateboard.
the definition of theft. Is the first comment.
Yeah, it is theft.
Yeah, that's theft.
And like her parents gave her a way out too, and was like, "Hey, if you need a loan, like we understand you're going
which
through
is like something
issues."
you don't even have to like pay, like forced to pay back, like in time.
No.
You
Yeah.
talk to them and give them.
Oh, even better is that they bailed her out. They spent money on her to get her out. I won't take this loan, but I'll fucking get bailed out
Yeah,
of jail.
bail me
yeah,
out.
yeah.
Fuck
So
off.
yeah, someone else said you stole the car and things, and the general consensus was not the asshole.
Oh,
Rightfully so.
these are not the asshole centric today. Last time we had one that was about 40 minutes, which we're creeping up on actually.
Right.
Yeah.
That was literally just someone was. It's really long to explain, but to really shave it down to the base elements is that a couple was together for years, and they ended up not having sex with each other because one wanted to save themselves.
Okay.
The other partner went, I'm sorry, I cannot be in this relationship. It's not fulfilling in a certain way. I'll bow out and we'll try and find other people that we really care about. They both really loved each other, and he clearly really loved her because he didn't force her or try and do anything like that. It was 2 days
It
after.
was like 2 or 3 days after.
2 days after, she fucked some random coworker
Oh,
that she
wow.
had never fucking talked to before that.
Because he started
in a park.
complimenting her. Yeah, in
In
a
a
car
park.
near a park.
And she was like, he made me feel so good because he gave me compliments and blah,
Yeah,
blah, blah.
yeah,
And
it
then
was just-
2 days later, he says, look, maybe I was too harsh. Maybe we
Right.
can try a little bit more because I feel like it's not right for me to do this. And then they get back together a little, and then she says,
No,
They-
no, no.
no, they-
Basically,
they
she's
just started talking
she's like,
more.
I think we should get tested if we do get back together.
Yeah.
He's like,
Yeah,
I didn't do
that's what it
anything.
was.
And he's like, I know you didn't do anything. She's like, well, I did. And he's like, well, kissing guys, I'm sure you're clean. He's like, no, I had sex with someone. So
and then
then
he was rightfully so very upset by this.
he called her. He's like, if you just wanted to whore around, you shouldn't have wasted my time. Talked to some friends, I guess, and called her a whore to the other friends, and everybody just
But
cut
here's the
communications
thing.
with her.
My thought mind about this was that he didn't call her a whore, but there's in the thread it's really vague if he did or if he
No,
didn't.
I think he literally.
Yeah,
he
I
did.
think that was the one
Okay.
thing she quoted.
Okay, then in my mindscape it was that he put so much time into her and clearly cared and clearly wanted to be around her and made a great effort to really accommodate for her, and then 2 days later she threw everything that he stood for in his face
Yeah.
just because some dude was giving her
Some
a sweet
sleazeball
talk.
just giving her some compliments.
And it was such a horrible thing to read because it was like he put so much
You
time
could tell
and
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
incredibly
and
hurt
love.
just from
It wa-
like,
yeah.
reading.
And
Yeah.
it was the girl saying this, not the guy.
Yeah, it was the chick that was writing it up. Okay.
God
what's-
damn it, Austin.
Okay.
What's the next one?
Oh no, it should be okay.
I thought you saw that. That's why I was.
These damn thoughts out here.
Okay.
He's
And
fucking hard.
it sucks too because we were like, wow, this is really sad because it was like he put so much time
Yeah.
and love.
Yeah. Okay. Next one.
Okay,
Next one.
Yeah, we should definitely move on here
Yeah.
because we're getting towards the end. So, am I the a-hole for telling my friend's husband about her secret food stash.
Was she like morbidly obese?
Well, let's hear the story.
Background. I have this friend, Mandy, who I guess you'd call militantly obese. She has claimed in the past that it is a civil rights issue and that she is genetically fat, just like people are genetically black. Her words, not mine, but you can see her mindset. Recently, Mandy's husband said enough is enough and told her that if she didn't at least make an effort to change, he was leaving. Mandy diagnosed with being pre-diabetic and called me sobbing because of her husband said that the doctor, or because of what her husband said and the doctor being another link in the chain.
Ooh.
This is about January, and Mandy and her husband have been on a calorie-restricted diet, and she has lost probably 20 pounds, and he has lost probably 20 pounds, and Mandy's actually gained weight. Mandy was using this as proof that her issue was genetic. I was helping Mandy unload groceries and the other day and came across a huge Tupperware bin in the back of her SUV. I assumed she wanted it unloaded, but as I moved it, the lid came loose. It was packed to the gills with treats, most opened and half eaten. I asked her about it. She got super defensive and told me to mind my own business. I asked her if this is why she was gaining weight. She told me to fuck off. I texted her husband because in the heat of the moment, I was furious she had spoken to me like that. Her husband had filed for emergency separation, so Mandy can't ruin him financially. She has threatened this in the past, and the aim of divorce. Mandy is blaming me. Am I the asshole?
I start this one.
Yeah. I get the big one.
Literally.
This is the one I've been wanting to talk to you guys about.
Oh my god!
For weeks.
Especially since one of our members, Sam, is actually losing weight very rapidly because he switched his diet.
Yeah, he's very fit and very
He's
handsome.
gotten really thin.
Very
He's a
sexy.
fucking rail spike now. The fucking twig.
Fuck.
I'm creeping up on him in weight. Weirdly enough.
Oh my god, this is amazing.
Okay, let's break this down into pieces, like the Reese's Pieces she eats in bed.
Yeah. One, she's crazy.
His wife, one, she's crazy. Two, her husband really cares and genuinely tried. 3, she didn't give a fuck and just lied to his face. And then 4, just blew up on someone for going, Are you eating secretly? Is this why this is happening? No! She's clearly a fucking psycho.
Yes.
And he has every right to go, I don't want to be a part of this anymore. This is
get out.
wrong.
And the fact
Back
that
out.
and the fact that apparently she has threatened to ruin him financially in the case
Yeah.
of divorce, which
Yeah.
is why he's not filing a normal divorce. It's emergency separation.
Which I didn't know was a thing.
That's new to me.
That's really fucking new. That's high tech shit right there.
Hell
And
yeah.
it's like
science.
it's science.
Science, bitch.
The science of separation. She's a fucking asshole. He's not an asshole at all. And especially since this isn't from the husband's perspective, it's from the friend.
Yeah, the friend.
The person who was helping, actively trying to go out, oh, you need help with those groceries? Let me help you. And he had to find out through complete fucking accident.
Oh my.
She's a fucking nutbag. It's like, oh, a predisposition to be fat while I'm eating secret.
Yeah.
And the fact that she is like militant, like this is who I am, and this is how I am, and this is just how it is, and I can't change it. Even though there are things happening that clearly indicate that the reason she is morbidly or like obese,
Right,
is because she's eating. But she's like, no, that's genetics.
No.
It has nothing
No,
to do with
fuck
her
off.
eating.
That ain't genetics.
You know, I think she's genetically an asshole. Because no, come on.
Oh god.
Fuck.
Oh god, that was the best line.
So what about
yours,
you?
though?
What about you? Or
Cam.
Cam? Okay.
Yeah, I just said it right there. She's an asshole. They tried to help her out, and
Yeah.
she's just totally just not just being like helping herself in the case. So I mean, what can you do there? Like she's just batshit crazy. That's all I have. Yeah.
Fuck. Okay, so she says it's genetics.
She has said
Yeah,
that
repeat
she
it
is
for me.
genetically fat, just like people are genetically black.
Oh, that's a good rhyme, dude. Oh, okay.
Get the next Biggie Smalls here.
Genetically fat, like those
Jesus.
boys are genetically black.
The funniest part,
God.
she's pre-diabetic.
Okay, so
she has an option. She's going, fuck you out.
No,
Full
blown type 2.
I want to lose my foot.
Okay, so she goes to the hospital
Yep.
with her husband.
Mm-hmm.
She doesn't get the answers. She obviously didn't get the answers that she wanted.
Yep.
As soon as the doc says you're pre-diabetic, no,
He's a link in the chain.
yeah, he's the cause. Fuck off. Okay, so then So she's just eating. I wish he
She
said
was just hiding it.
She was
basically,
hiding
in her car.
Well, it's obvious that she was fucking idiot then.
Yeah,
Like,
especially
she-
it was half eaten. It said.
Yeah, some of it was half eaten, which is why she was like, "Fuck off," because she said, "Oh, I was on the diet," because the whole thing was that her and her husband went on a diet. And
that
she's like,
was my
I'm not
next
losing
thing.
weight. This proves my point.
Yeah.
when she was actually still eating the food
Yeah.
just in secret.
So like,
Shout out to that husband though.
yeah,
Let's be honest.
yeah.
Shout out to
That's
him.
my point. Was like he's going out of his way to go, babe. We're gonna lose weight together.
Yeah.
let's fucking do it. Let's get healthy. They go to get weighed. He drops 20. She probably gained fucking 20. That's not okay.
Yeah,
And it's like, oh my god.
And then when you get defensive, like when you brought up with fucking, remember we with Travis and Dylan, how Dylan would get defensive. We have a
Yeah.
buddy, Dylan's dating a minor. He gets defensive about it, and you said that
this is a whole nother.
This is a whole, but we're just but what you said.
My exact words were, if you're not comfortable enough with who you're dating, and every time they bring it up, you actively get aggressive towards the other person, you shouldn't be doing that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that she's getting fucking mad and aggressive about someone just found your tub full of fucking junk food.
Your tub of fucking horrible, monstrous treats.
Oh my god, asshole, full blown. What do the people say?
not the asshole. She's lying to her husband and threatening to ruin him. You are saving him from more pain by getting him away from her. It's a terrible situation for everyone to go through, and I'm sorry you had to go through it. Someone else said, not the asshole. She's willingly ignoring doctor's advice and disrespectful towards her husband by lying to him about it. If this was a non-healthy issue, I may say you're the asshole, but in all honesty, she sounds manipulative with her excuses, so you're good. So like, yeah, it's like she is so set on this that she's building her own narrative, and the idea, and like this brings up one of my biggest pet peeves, which is the idea of healthy at any size.
Oh, yeah.
Which to an extent can be true. You could be chubbier, you can be skinnier and still be healthy. But when you're like you can see the
you're
bone,
literally diabetic.
you're literally diabetic from how much you're eating.
Yeah.
It only goes so far. Like you should be happy with your body. You should be content with it. You shouldn't have to hate it. And if you do, you're like, I do dislike it, you should be allowed the option to do something about it. Like try to gain weight, eat more, try to eat healthier, or to try to like lose weight and eat healthier.
Yeah.
But like just the idea of like healthy at any size just
I hate it.
blatantly isn't true.
I hate it too. Like fat acceptance, it should be fat understanding. You understand that
It
you're
shouldn't be like
overweight.
it's okay that
phrase.
you're obese.
Yes.
Because it's not okay if you're obese. If you're chubbier, that's okay. If it's not causing health problems.
Yes.
If it isn't actively causing health problems, it's okay.
You should understand, like, I'm losing my breath when I go up those stairs. That's not
Hey.
okay. I'd be like, all right.
I lose my breath on it when I.
I know, why are stairs so hard?
I know,
Let's
right?
be honest here.
Who the hell
Those
invented that
motherfucker
shit?
stairs are-
That's fucking stupid.
Fuck that guy.
But-
Thomas Stairs, you prick.
Yeah.
Asshole.
I love
He's
Thomas
the
Ladders
asshole.
way more.
What else is
Fuck that guy.
I think my favorite part about this whole thing, it's like we're not like I think the heaviest person in this room is like what, you're in 250 now?
Yeah, I'm 259.
259.
Yeah,
I'm
but-
fucking I'm 230, 240. I bounce around like
You're
the
also
weights.
both like he's almost 6 foot and you're over 6 foot, or you are 6 foot,
or
right?
Yeah,
maybe
yeah.
even a little over.
Or a little over. But I'm saying like that weight would make sense then.
And it's like our body types are completely different.
And we got Cam here who is like
Yeah,
7 foot.
Jack
and,
and
Yeah.
Beanstalk.
Call me Yao Ming.
He dunks on us. We're like, no, Cam,
Stop it, Cam, not again.
Yeah.
and it's like everyone's body type is different.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
Some people can
People
own
just
it.
have bigger builds. Like they're just a little, little
Yeah,
beefier.
I'm a wide build.
Yeah.
And
Nothing wrong with
it
that.
clearly
Yeah.
shows because my shoulders are a lot wider than most people's. Then we got the 1 inch
and I'm
tall
like,
man.
yeah, and I'm 1 inch tall. I'm 200 pounds. I think I'm doing pretty good.
He's
Yeah,
doing
you're
pretty
right
good.
there, dude.
He's like a frisbee. We throw him.
Your heart's hanging on by a fucking thread, dude. You're
Yeah,
alive.
it's really good.
Then we got Cam, the 800 feet tall Godzilla
right.
man, but he's still
I don't
really
even know how our
skinny.
mic reaches him, dude. That's fucking.
It's really weird.
Technology.
He's holding it, but it's like.
Luckily, we found a crane nearby. We just kind of stole
Yeah,
it, so
just-
hopefully no one
there's
needed
some
it.
local
But
construction going on.
Yeah.
And then we got Sam, the man who's constantly degenerating into nothing.
I'm dying.
He's not losing weight because he's doing well at his diet. He's losing weight because he's dying slowly.
Oh boy.
I starve my body until I can't have
Tom
anything.
dead.
I just love the mental picture. I just painted for us. Cam is like in the clouds. We got a guy who's a fucking frisbee. We got a man who's like on his deathbed.
And then we got someone that's just like normal.
I'm just like a big build.
Yeah, who's just like a normal
You're a
dude.
JoJo character.
Oh god, yeah.
You're fucking
Oh my
wide.
god.
Kylo Ren wide body in here.
Oh my
too.
god.
Yep, that's
Oh,
Yes.
the closest thing to an actual human. But
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, JoJo characters are not human.
No, they're not. They're fucking walking mountains.
right.
I think with that though, that's fucking it, dog.
that's a good. That's
Let
a
me
Dude.
wrap this
Thank
bitch
you,
up.
that's
Cam, for
fucking
coming.
Thanks for having me on, man. It's hella fun.
It's everywhere. I don't know if you're gonna make us clean it up.
The building you did.
I said no. I said
Oh.
thanks for coming.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I mean, It's the Tissue Man coming back at it again. Tissue Murder Man.
Nice.
And with that,
sticky.
This has been the SADcast with your hosts, Drayton,
Austin,
Sam.
and our special guest.
Cam.
Killer Cam.
That's right.
Killer.
Cash Money Cam the 4th.
Oh, shit.
That's right.
Meet us next time for the next episode of the SAD.
I'm gonna cry.